Hello everyone, my name's Sarah and this is Like So Amazing. Today's video is going to be slightly different. So it's a YouTube tag, so it is the 5 questions 1 take tag, and I was tagged by the lovely Stitch sisters, so that's Rachel and Nikki. Hi guys, thank you for the tag. So the idea is you do just 1 take and you've got 5 questions to answer. I am absolutely dreading it because I love to edit all of the mistakes out. So I'm going to give it a go and see how we get on. The only thing I'm relishing is the fact that I won't have to actually do any editing, so it should be a matter of just simply uploading, but we'll see how we get on. So this tag was, so I've got my laptop down here, so if I look down it's because I'm looking at the questions. So the tag was started by Lisa Kitch of And So On. I'll leave all the details of her below as well. So here we go, we've got 5 questions, no editing. Here we go, 5 questions 1 take. So the first one is, if you were given a paid sabbatical to spend a year living anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And immediately one place sprung to mind, New York. I love New York. I've been there 3 times so far. I plan to go back very many more times. Each time I've been, we've gone for kind of a week at a time and we've stayed in an apartment, so we've kind of felt a bit more like New Yorkers. But in my dream world, this is a paid sabbatical, so I don't have to worry about working. I can just enjoy the city. I can go to museums, I can go fabric shopping, I can just spend my time wandering around marveling at New York, and spend the summertime in the Hamptons as well. So it's all planned out. I am mentally packed. I am going. As long as I get to take my boy and my cat, I'm happy. I did think about Australia because I do really love Australia, specifically the Whitsundays, because I had the best holiday there. But I think even I would get a little bit bored after about 3 or 4 weeks of just lying around in the sun. There's not much to do there. There's not much culturally going on, so I'm sticking with New York. So that's definitely happening. The next question, who was your favourite teacher growing up and how did they influence you? So for this one I've chosen Mrs. Craddock, who taught me from the ages of, I think it was about 11 till 18. She was my English teacher and she just absolutely inspired me. I always loved to read, but she kind of really cultivated that in me, and specifically really brought out a love of postmodern literature, authors such as Jeanette Winterson and Margaret Atwood, and I think she was really responsible for that. So I went on to study English literature for A-level and then English literature at university as well. So yeah, Mrs. Craddock. The third question, name 3 things besides sewing that you're good at. So first up, I'm going to choose singing. So for the last 15 years, I've sung in various guises. I kind of sung a little bit before that at school, but I've been in kind of wedding bands. I've been in kind of folk bands and country bands. I sing with my other half sometimes. He's a full-time musician, so he does it for his day job and I just kind of flit in and out. At the moment I'm singing show tunes with my choir, which I am loving. Really, really good fun. So yeah, singing is number 1. Number 2 would be writing. Again, going back to the love of literature, really, I've always liked to write, and I have sewing to thank for making me write at the moment, so it gives me something to write about. I've got my sewing blog, so you can find that at www.likesoamazing.com. I'll leave the details below if you haven't had a look at that already. So I really love to write about the patterns that I've been enjoying making, the latest things I've made, and this, that and the other. So that's all on there. And I get to write a little bit for work. I do a little bit of copywriting and that sort of thing. I work in marketing, but you know, it's really good to have a meaty subject to write about. And the third one is, I had to ask my boy about this because I was like, oh God, what am I good at? What can I do? Because obviously sewing's the thing, but we're not allowed to choose that. So he said, well, you're very organised. And I thought, that might be a good one actually, because I have to be really organised for my job. I work in marketing, as I said, so that's, you know, it's a lot of getting stuff done. But also in my personal life, I'm the one who does all of the, you know, organising of insurance, boring stuff, organising holidays, and I do organise a mean surprise party. So I've managed to do that for Alex before, where we've you know, I've completely baffled him. He has no idea that there's a surprise party going on. So I'm quite good at that kind of thing, and just organising events and that sort of thing. So there we go, that's 3 things I'm good at. Number 4 is, do you cook? What meal or recipe are you most known for? I absolutely love to cook, and I would say if you gave me the choice, would I rather stay in and cook or go out for a meal, it would be stay in and cook every time, because at least I know that I'm going to get a good meal. You can never tell sometimes with restaurants. My favourite meal to cook would probably be a roast dinner. I just absolutely love a roast. I could eat them every day of the week. I do try and limit myself to 1 a week. I am so looking forward to Christmas this year and cooking a Christmas dinner. So I'm already thinking about that now and planning out what we're going to have. So, you know, it's mid-November and I'm already into Christmas. What else? You know, I love making curries, that sort of thing. So yeah, always cooking. I really don't use ready meals at all. It's just, you know, fresh, good ingredients and that sort of thing. And then a sewing question at the end. What is your favourite pattern ever and why? And this is probably the hardest question because you have to choose from all your favourites. I've got lots and lots of favourites, but I am going to choose the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes pattern, purely because it's a really good all-rounder. You can make it in like a wacky kind of print to kind of wear quite casually. You can make it in plains, in stripes. You know, it can be just a really, really good basic top that you can just put with anything. I think she's done an amazing job with that pattern. I know it's really, really simple, but the fit is spot on and it just looks great. You can do lots of different hacks as well. So I've made it into a vest, I've made a dress version, I've done a little lace cap sleeve version, and it is the pattern that I have chosen for my 1 week 1 pattern challenge, which is coming up I think next week or maybe the week after, which is being run by Shona from Satisfaction, and again I'll put the details below. So it's where you wear one pattern over the course of a week and style it different ways. So yeah, choosing Tilly and the Buttons. I know it might be a bit of a boring one, but I think it's a really good standard basic one. So there we go. That is my 5 questions. I have managed to do it without messing up too much. There might be a few ums in there, but you know, it's a live take. So I am going to tag, I'm going to choose the lovely Gabby from Gabberdashery. I don't think I've seen her do one of these yet. I'm going to choose Anna from Cocowawa Crafts, and I'm also going to choose Jen from Gingerthread Girl, my birthday twin, hey. So come on girls, I want to see your videos up soon. And obviously if anyone else wants to join in, just get recording. All right, thanks very much. I will see you very soon. Thanks, bye.